guys, look at that. It's a mess. I don't know. Hey guys, it's Erin or Gimme Yarn 418, and it's time for another video. This is Thank God It's Finished, TGIF. I have a lot to show you. So I'm just going to dive right into it, I guess. I guess we'll start with life. Life has been pretty good. There's a spot on my screen, and that's going to stay in there because I don't edit. Excuse me. I haven't really talked to you too much since Rhinebeck, and after Rhinebeck, I got sick. Thankfully, it wasn't pneumonia. I may have mentioned this in my last video before I was so rudely interrupted. It didn't progress into full-blown pneumonia, but I was so sick. So sick. And I still have, like, the dredges, not the dredges, but I don't know if that's the right word. Like it's hanging on. I still have a lot of congestion in my chest. However, I am feeling leaps and bounds better. Um, I, it was bad. So, yeah, health is good. Health is better. We're getting ready for Thanksgiving, and soon after that is Christmas. Christmas knitting is in full swing. Well, it's actually done. But I'll talk more about that in a little bit. Yeah. I don't know if I mentioned too a couple months ago that our dryer broke. Well, Kristen fixed it. The dryer is literally like a year younger than I am. It came. We live in Kristen's grandparents' house, and the dryer came with the house. And we found the original receipt, and it's literally a year younger than I am, and I am in my late mid 30s. I'm 37. The dryer's 36. So we're gonna have to get one of those, and we have to get tires for the car. A light came on when I was driving home from dropping everybody off at the airport, and we have to get new tires. We might have to get a new This is a crappy video. We might have to get new rims. I'm fearful. But anyway, such is life, I guess. I will be drinking during this video because, as I said, I still have congestion. So, yeah. Thanksgiving is probably my favorite holiday. It's a week from today. I love cooking Thanksgiving dinner, but I am not cooking this year, and I'm very sad. Kristen's mother has retired, and she is cooking. So I am still going to cook a Thanksgiving dinner. It's just not going to be on Thanksgiving. So my favorite thing about Thanksgiving is the meal, which is delicious. And the Thanksgiving Day Parade, Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Love it. Don't interrupt me during that time. And the official start of the Christmas season. Yay. So, that's that. What have I been up to? I'm going to start with the Etsy stuff. If you don't want to see this, fast forward a few minutes. I'm just going to show you. Etsy, I'm going to have an update on Saturday, which is the 19th of November at noon Eastern Standard Time. And I'm just going to give you a quick look at the bags so far. There may be a few more. I don't know. I have to grocery shop tomorrow, so I don't know if there's going to be any more. There may be a few more than what's here. So I'm going to show you one of everything that I have, and if you're interested, go check it out. So we have a drawstring bag, and this is called Happy Camper. These are in the large box bottom drawstrings. Excuse me. Funny Farm in the large drawstring box bottom. This Russian nesting doll, and this needs to be pressed, the medium box bottom drawstring, perfect for socks, perfect size. This is called Knitter Critters, and this is available in the medium and the large zippy bag. And these, yeah. The much anticipated, since I posted a sneak peek on Instagram, thank you for being my friend bag. It will be in the medium and the large zippy. Excuse me. In the medium and large zippy again is something called Woof Book. It's really cute. It's like a doggy Facebook. Adorable. Adorable. How do you turn that down? This is in my long large bag, and it is the Cowboy Christmas. The Snowman Cowboy Christmas. I have a bag like this. Large zippy in geometric. Pardon the nose scratching. It's like instant. As soon as you turn on the camera, you have itchy eyes or an itchy nose. This is called Peace Deer, and it is in the medium zippy, and there's a thread. Leave that one out. And in the large zippy. Winter Cardinals, we have in the medium zippy and the large. Ugly Christmas Sweater, love this one. Medium and large. And this is the last one. It's called Ho Ho Ho, and it is sparkly. It's going to be in medium. Can you see some of the mustaches have sparkle in them? Ho Ho in medium and in the large. And this will be the end of the bags for me this year. I won't be doing any custom orders or anything like that, I don't think, because I just don't know that I'm going to have the time, to be honest. Excuse me. So like I said, that update will be Saturday at noon Eastern. Check it out if you're interested. And yeah, so that didn't take too long. My finished objects. Okay, so last time Batman talked about the stroker and the white pines, and I wanted to touch on those just a little bit because he kind of glossed over them. I've been asked if I would recommend the patterns for beginners, so let me go into it. The stroker, yes, I would absolutely recommend this pattern for beginners. It is very easy construction, very, very well written pattern, and easy to follow. I did have to do some modifications because my yarn, this is yarn from the local sheep farm. I should show you. I did do the waist shaping and everything. But my row gauge was way off, so I had to adjust some of my counts and pray for it to work, but it did work out. But this pattern is extremely straightforward, very easy to follow, very, very, very well written. And in fact, I plan on knitting this again, and I love it. I love the way it fits. Absolutely love the way it fits. I'm sorry for the coughing, guys. Now, white pine. Strokers pay for, white pine is also paid for. I'll remind you what white pine looks like. Here it is. And the back. I would not recommend this for a beginner. I found this pattern extremely difficult to follow. In fact, I knit the entire thing incorrectly. I knit this in seed stitch. It wasn't supposed to be in seed stitch. I just had so many problems with it. The chart is wrong. The chart is wrong. I don't know how else to say it. And you need to go into helpful projects to find that out. My hair is doing something crazy. This is what happens when I just put it up after a shower. With all that being said, also the decreases were very confusing. Very, very confusing. The other thing about this pattern is it is not written row 1, row 2, then do this for so long. It is written in one big, long, justified block. So the row starts, here's row, then it's very difficult to follow. Now, if you want to knit this pattern, check out the helpful projects on Ravelry. Extremely helpful. Make sure you fix your chart because the designer has not fixed the chart. I don't know if it's even in the errata. I think it may be in the errata, but they didn't fix the chart. The pattern was not updated for the mistake. And I cut and paste. I copied the pattern and then put spaces between the rows, like where you're supposed to change. And just take it step by step. Yeah. All that being said, I love how it came out. It's not exactly what the designer intended, but a seasoned knitter could knit it with very little trouble, as long as they, get the correct chart and are able to decipher the big block. And it fits really well, and I'm looking forward. I'm actually going to wear this on Thanksgiving if it is cool enough, which it hasn't been. I'm only wearing this because it's cooler upstairs. I don't have heat up here. I mean, I have heat, but not as much. We don't bleed the radiators up here because it's not necessary unless someone is staying with us. So, yeah. So that is the white pine. And I do love it. I really do love it. But I can honestly say I would never knit it again. Never. Never, ever, 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 ever knit it again. So I did want to talk about that just a little bit. And this was knit out of Plymouth Encore tweed. So it's a wool acrylic blend, but it's nice. And I foresee myself wearing this quite a bit. Again, I apologize for the coughing. Couple things that are going in the mail to my niece and nephew are some turkey hats. My sister's my nephew Seth is a big boy, so the turkey hat does not fit him. He's like the size of a 1-year-old. He's huge. He had his first haircut. He's 4 months old and he had his first haircut. And this one's for Sadie. So my sister said, I don't think the turkey hat's going to fit Seth. And I was like, do you want me to make you another one? She's like, no. I was like, they don't take that long. So there are those. No real pattern for that. And while I was at it, I crocheted the Santa hat I had made for Sadie. I crocheted again. One for Seth. And one for Sadie. So those will be going off in the mail. I didn't use a pattern for this. I didn't use a pattern for this. However, there are patterns for them out there. So if you're interested, just not Google, search on Ravelry, and I'm pretty sure they'll be free too. What's next? Oh, I did some cross stitching. I did like 4 days of cross stitching. No knitting, no sewing. The first thing I finished is sheep ABCs. I can't remember who the pattern was by, but there it is, and I love it. And Michael's is opening near us in the new year, so I'll get a frame for that then, because it'll go with our decor. And where's the other thing? Oh, here it is. I had this little teeny tiny artiste kit that I thought would be fast. It wasn't really all that fast. And it doesn't stay in the frame. And I didn't follow the instructions. So it's 18 count Aida in here. I think it says. Yeah, 18 count Aida, which I had never used a count that small because I am not a very good cross stitcher. And I don't enjoy half stitches or quarter stitches on Aida. I find them very fiddly. So I opted to leave those out. So then I had to redesign the whole thing, and I couldn't get my French knots to work, so just a quick little kit, so it's not like it really matters anyway. So there's that. And then one other thing, I did a Lizzie Kate. It's called Live Well, Laugh Often, Love Deeply. And I'm going to turn this into a throw pillow probably for our camper. And I did it in the called for DMC, except for this blue, it wasn't in the pattern. And so I just pulled something that I had because I wasn't going to go out to the store if I didn't have it. So I didn't want to find out if I didn't have it. So there's that. And I did this on an 11 count fabric, not because I'm going to use it for a pillow. I'll put interface on the back anyway. So I thought it would be nice. And I did do one other cross stitch that I did complete, which I did finish more cross stitch things than I typically finish in a year. But that is for a Christmas gift, so I can't show that. But I'm going to make a video of Christmas gifts and Secret Santa gifts and share it all with you after Christmas. There's a lot of ums in this too. I'm very sorry about that. Turkey mini cable hat. Okay, this hat, I knit a hat out of, I haven't put this on Ravelry yet, but it will be there before this goes up, out of wool spun. Again, this pattern is called cable hat. Calls for worsted weight. This is a bulky, so I had to adjust. And I ran out. But here it is. I don't know if I like the two-tone, but I think I'm gonna put this in my charity pile for the shelter. The colors on this one are royal blue and charcoal. And the turkey hat and the Santa hat were both Vanna's choice in colors I just had. And Christmas knitting. My Christmas knitting is done. Here it is. I can't show it to you because there are two certain people who shall remain nameless that may or may not be related to me, or may or may not be related to Kristen technically, that I do believe watch this and are friends with me on Ravelry, so I can't show you. What are my whips? Whips. Oh, I didn't bring one of them up. Remember that Santa advent calendar that I didn't realize was a pillow? That's coming back out because I want to finish it before Black Friday. But I didn't bring it up. Another whip is one I have done before. I don't know if I showed this. I didn't show it to you. It's a pay-for pattern. It's a dress. We got a new printer, so this is on the old printer. I don't know how you say that. Dress for Sadie. And I am knitting this out of some James C. Brett Marble DK. And the color is shade MT6 that I got at Webb's when I was with Margaret. And I'm close to the being done on this. Here it is. I've knit this for her before in a purple in James C. Brett Woodland, and she looks so stinking cute in it. Adorable. So there's that. I want to knit her a lot of dresses. She doesn't wear pants. She doesn't like long sleeves. And the other thing I am working on will not show I'm sure, in this video. I don't want to lose my hook. It's crochet. And it is a tree skirt for my sister and her husband. And it's so close to being done, but not done. I wanted to have it done this week so I could send it out with the turkey hat, but that's not going to happen because I got busy. And I can't find the crochet hook. Is it in here? I don't know where it is. Anyway, those are my whips. I can't find the hook anywhere. All right, what is next for me? Socks. I have not knit a single sock since October. I haven't touched sock knitting since October. Insanity. Absolute insanity. And as I mentioned, I want to knit some more. There's my hook. I want to knit some more dresses for Sadie. I have a couple all kitted up. Borrow that term from cross stitch. I have a couple kitted up to work on as soon as I finish this one. And I have a pair of socks that I'm going to start, which is the owl, the West Yorkshire Spinners in the owl colorway. And on December 1st, I will be starting with Terry, the West Yorkshire Spinners. I don't know, I think this is called Hollyberry. Doesn't say it on it, but it is online. Yeah, and that's it. That's a lot. I've been talking for 21 minutes. And itching my nose and my eyes and coughing and all over the place. Oh my gosh. Remember these guys that Terry made? They're so cute. I can't wait to put them downstairs for Christmas. What does he have? There's a hard disc thing in the bottom. Maybe they're washers. Anyway, they're adorable. And I'm totally distracted. So, the last thing I wanted to talk about was the Secret Santa. So if you're not participating in the Secret Santa and you don't want to watch, have a great week and a great Thanksgiving. I'm sure I probably will not talk to you before then. But if you are in the Secret Santa, I just wanted to check in about a couple things. The first thing is please make sure to log on to Ravelry if you don't have your messages sent directly to your email every few days, and just make sure there's not any pertinent messages about the Secret Santa up. I'm doing my best to stay on top of it and getting back to people as quickly as I can. But that is the way that we're going to stay in touch with each other. I've also opened a Secret Santa chatter thread, and that is where we can talk about what we're working on. And once the first shipping deadline comes, I will open a thank you Santa thread. Make sure that in your packages you have everything that's required. It's supposed to be a handmade item, a skein of yarn, a Christmas card. Yep. And make sure that you ship it with tracking and that you get that tracking number to me so that you can participate in future swaps if you so choose. The other thing is the handmade item. I just wanted to clarify. Any handmade item qualifies as handmade. It doesn't say that you have to hand make it. So if you wanted to buy a handmade stuffy off of Ravelry and send that as your handmade, you could do that. If you wanted to spin a skein of yarn, you could do that. However, that can't count as your yarn. Your handmade and your yarn need to be two different things. Excuse me. Yeah. I think that's all. It's been, knock on wood, so far. Oh, I shouldn't have knocked on wood. Now the dogs are going crazy. They think somebody's here. So far it's been pretty smooth, and I hope to continue along that plane because the easier it is for everybody, the better, including myself, selfishly. So that is all I have for today. I want to say to everybody, happy Thanksgiving if you are in the United States, and happy Thanksgiving even if you're not in the United States. Thanksgiving is an awesome holiday. And I know some of you have already celebrated this year, but celebrated twice. I celebrated in October when everybody was here. So celebrated twice. It's an awesome, awesome holiday. And you know what? Leave in the comments down below. Tell me something that you are thankful for. I can tell you a million things I am thankful for. I am thankful. I'm thankful for you. I am thankful for my family, my dogs, and Kristen. I am thankful that we have a roof over our head and food in our stomachs. I'm thankful that we live where we do. Um, I'm thankful that every day I get to get up and I get to be free and I get to do what makes me happy. This time of year just makes me realize that not everybody has that. There was a time in my life when I did not have that. And I do not take for granted what I have in my life. So, off my soapbox. Have a great Thanksgiving, and I will talk to y'all soon. All right? Bye bye.